Okay, hello dear friends, good morning. Such a beautiful, beautiful morning, and it was raining. And this was a couple of weeks ago. I was in New York, and there was one day it was raining, and I had some time by myself, so I walked along the streets. I remember that there was one time a couple of years ago I went to New York, and I visited New York Public Library, and I forgot exactly where it located, so I just walk along the Fifth Avenue. You know, the big magasin, the big department store, Saks Fifth Avenue. Must be a lot of things happen in that place. So I walk and walk and walk, and eventually I bumped into this beautiful place. I think beautiful does not do justice for this place. It's such a graceful and solemn and grandeur and monumental architect. And I searched online and found the New York Public Library is actually not a government organization. It was a private fund organization. And walking into this place, you feel the love of book, the love of you feel totally overwhelmed. I could not find a word to express that feeling, but I feel so touched, impressed, and overwhelmed. Such a beautiful monument, open to the public, and everyone can walk in. What is that spirit? Everyone can walk in, like who I am right now, wet, dirty, and I can walk in and look for a book and read. What is that spirit? And in these marble architects and some of the finest construction, the finest architectural design, I was so touched and so speechless in front of it. So let me pull up Wikipedia and reference it to tell you a little bit more about this story. So the library started to be founded around in 1850s, and it was at the will of one rich person. He put into a fund to build up a New York public library. It was a small library at that time, not at this scale. And the library had some beautiful books. It was by some people who love the books. The book lovers and collectors started this library idea. And at the very beginning stage, there was no circulation, and people can visit the library but could not take the book away to take back home to read. And then a former governor of New York decided that the library was not sufficient for the public use, and it does not have enough reach to the people of the city. So at that time, at his death, he put a majority of his fortune into a fund to expand the library. And after many years, at the beginning of 1900, they started to find the location and start to build the library. And this library took some 10 years to build. And the inside is, when I went inside, it reminds me of Uffizi, the Italian, the most famous or the most established museums, art museums in the world. And the scale is very much Italian style. I do not know why I have that feeling. And if you go to Italy to visit the museums, you will see a lot of ceiling painting and this grand style. Very much, I'm very much impressed. So I went there on a Saturday or Sunday. Anyway, it was a weekend day, and it was a weekend, so there were a lot of people visiting, and there are many visitors. There are more visitors than the users, as you can see. And everyone was impressed. This is one of the most famous tourist attraction of New York, I think. And at least for me, this is some of the most famous and important place to visit. You know, I have my personal interest. Every place I go, I would like to visit their libraries. And I feel libraries are the soul of a city. And bookstore is the soul of a commercial center. If any street, any town does not have a bookstore, I feel it misses something. And if a city does not have a decent and usable and accessible and open door library, the city is not doing well and will not do well, because it is missing some of the most fundamental element of spiritual life, of our spiritual life. You see, there are so many people visiting, and because it's amazing, and there are some rooms worth more of our time to visit. I think this is the catalog room, and inside there are some catalogs enclosed you cannot see, and this is the upper floors of the most prestigious reading room. Everyone can walk in, and they have a sign there. This room is reading room. Please do not talk loud. And people are very respectful. And even with so many people walking in, still the room is quite quiet. No shouting, no running. And because this time I only have very, very, very limited time. I have to read here, I have to run here. A good book is the no, I didn't, yeah. Anyway, so if I have more time, I would like to read in that library. Imagine you have time to read a book in that library, and that book will be carved in your brain, in your heart, in your mind. And I think this is the Rose Room, and people can walk around. I walked inside the stairs, and you may have chance to see those books. And also, I am sorry that my camera is a little bit not stable, because sorry, the family is having big fun at the back, and so I could not stabilize my camera because I didn't bring my gimbal in. But I try to walk slowly and nicely. And there are people reading books. They might be New Yorkers or they might be visitors. I'm always impressed by the ceiling of the roof. The roof ceiling, look at it. The beautiful cloud. It is the enlightened sky, the enlightened heaven. Books and books. I do not know whether these are open to the public, the uppercase, upstairs categories. I didn't see anybody walking up. Maybe that is the enclosed. You have to make an appointment to see. I will not speculate because I do not know it. And some of the books, collection books for the book bibliophiles, the book lovers. Look at the sky, the enlightened heaven. And when you read a book and you are tired, look at the roof. There is so much detail, so much work, and so much passion, and so much dedication put into the building, the planning, and the execution of such a great endeavor. And it's very classic styled. The old lamp. And with the years, as the years passed, the New York Library renovated, and they have more, they make it more accessible for people with computer, with laptop, and had more socket and switches for people to charge, and to use it in a more practical and more efficient and more usable way. I hope any of you, if you go to New York, spend some time to come to this place. This is just so touching and so beautiful, this place. And it's beautiful and it's free, and you can be part of it by sitting there and really enjoy it. This is some of the rare opportunity for people to really be part of the tourist, not only walk by and visit. We can use it. We can be part of this beautiful place. Everywhere is just this beautiful. I'm sorry, I only say beautiful one word. Everywhere is so impressive. The mural paintings and the cast iron work. And look at these paintings, wonderfully executed, and the big roof. Knowledge is power. And enlightened lamp. It's like going to a church, to a museum, to a palace. And frankly speaking, this is a palace. This is the palace of knowledge, of books, of humanity, of kindness and generosity. I think maybe during the week there might be less people. So if next time I go there, I will try to find a time that is not exactly weekend during the week. So after that, I walked along the Fifth Avenue and enjoy my walk in the rain. It is so fun. Nothing could be better than freedom, than do what you want to do and you like to do. Bye bye, friends. I love you. I really do. Do.